Hello, good morning children. In our previous video, we were discussing about the plant tissue, that is anatomy of the flowering plant. In that we had started with the plant tissue. First I am revising it, that plant tissue is further categorized on the basis of the power of division. That if the power of division is there, then it is called as meristematic tissue, which is present at the tip of the root and shoot, and it is further categorized as apical, intercalary and lateral meristem. Then it comes the permanent tissue, and permanent tissue is a tissue which loses its power of division temporarily or permanently, and then it is further categorized as simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. And simple permanent tissue are parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. They are made up of same type of single type of cell, so that they are called as simple permanent tissue. And then it comes the complex permanent tissue, which we are going to discuss today. Complex permanent tissue is actually a tissue which is made up of many type of cells, and this complex permanent tissue is called as xylem and phloem. There are two types of complex permanent tissue, xylem and phloem. Both of them are collectively called as vascular tissue, as they are present in the vascular bundle. So we are here starting with the xylem first. I am sending the notes of both the tissues, and in notes also I am going to tell you, but in this video I am telling you first of all vocally, and then I will show you the notes also. Now it comes the xylem. So here we are to see the definition, function, types of xylem, components of the xylem. So first of all, definition. So definition is that xylem is a complex permanent tissue made up of many type of cell. And function is that it is a conducting tissue which transports the water absorbed by the roots to the stem and then to the leaves, and it also provides the mechanical strength to the plant. After that, it comes the next is the components or the elements of xylem. This topic was also there with you in the 9th class also, but here again it is there, because this tissue will be used in the formation of the structure of roots, stem and leaves. So this is the elementary topic. So now it comes the elements of the xylem. Elements of xylem is tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fiber. So tracheids are spindle shaped cells. They are highly lignified due to the deposition of lignin. They are highly thickened, and somewhere where the lignin is not deposited, those are called as pits. They are unthickened areas. They are spindle shaped, made up of single type of cell, single cell only. And many tracheids lie one above the other, and then they form the tubular structure for the transport of water. Now it comes the vessels. Vessels and tracheids can be differentiated from each other, as tracheids are made up of single cell, spindle shaped, but vessels are open-ended and they are formed by many cells. And these many cells are interconnected as their partition wall has got dissolved. And the transport of water also takes place through the vessels also. Now it comes the xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. Xylem parenchyma is a parenchymatous tissue which is associated with the xylem. Its main function is the storage as well as radial transport of water, that means in the side. If the water, क्योंकि the tracheids and vessel, the water is transported in the upward direction, but if sideways transport of water is required, that is called as radial transport, then the xylem parenchyma will help in that. Then it comes the xylem sclerenchyma, which are also called as wood fibers. Xylem sclerenchyma is a xylem fiber which is also called as wood fiber, and sclerenchyma always provides the strength which is associated with the xylem. This is all about the xylem. Now it comes the phloem. Phloem is a food conducting tissue. It is another type of complex tissue which helps to conduct the food from the leaves to the other part of the plants usually, but sometime if the food is stored somewhere else, then also it is transported by the phloem. And function is the transport of food only, the conduction of food. Then it comes the, and again the elements of the phloem. Phloem is actually having the four components again, the sieve tubes, companion cell, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. Sieve tube, sieve means chalni, porous, pores are there. So if in one cell, if it is porous, then it is called as sieve cells. And when many sieve cells lies one above the other, then they form a tubular structure which is called as sieve tube. Okay, and these sieve tubes also help in the conduction of food. At maturity, these sieve cells loses their nucleus, they lost their nucleus. So at maturity, the function of the sieve tube is controlled by the companion cell nucleus. Companion cells are present adjacent to the sieve cells, and these cells help the sieve cells at maturity. When the sieve tube loses its nucleus, then the nucleus of the companion cell help the sieve cells. Companion का मतलब ही होता है साथी, which is there to help. Then it comes the phloem parenchyma and phloem fiber. Phloem parenchyma is again for the storage of food, and also it is a packing tissue associated with the phloem, with the sieve cell and sieve tubes. And after that, phloem fiber, which also is a sclerenchymatous tissue called as bast fibers, and they also provide the storage as well as the support. So this is about the xylem and phloem. Now there are two terms about the xylem, that the types of xylem, that is protoxylem and metaxylem. Protoxylem is a early formed xylem and metaxylem is a later formed xylem. That means the xylem which is formed when the plant is formed, when it is young, that time the xylem which is present is a early formed xylem or protoxylem. But when the plant get mature, if it is a perennial plant, then it grows in sideways. The girth of the plant will also increase due to a process, secondary growth, which will come later on in your syllabus in this chapter only. So at the time of increasing the girth of the plant, or when the diameter of the plant increases, at that time the secondary xylem is formed, which is called as what? Metaxylem. Later formed xylem is called as metaxylem, and whose vessels are bigger in size in comparison to the protoxylem, which is a early formed xylem. Now, on the basis of the location of the xylem, protoxylem, the xylem can be called as exarch or endarch xylem. If protoxylem is situated towards the periphery of the radial of the, you can say the pith. If you will be discussing, when we will be discussing the internal structure of the stem and root, at that time you will understand that there is a stellar region in which all the vascular tissues are arranged. If in that stellar region the protoxylem is situated towards the pith, then it is called as endarch xylem. And if protoxylem is located towards the periphery, then it is called as exarch xylem. Similarly, the phloem is also of two types. Early formed phloem is called as protophlloem, and later formed phloem is called as metaphlloem. This all is I am sending you through the notes also, and in second video I am showing each and everything which I have discussed in this video in the notes. Thank you.